Well, as promised, and welcome back once again to the castle. Final video of this series is one I've waited for some months. I first heard that Epiphone were going to release a copy, or a reproduction I should say, of Joe Bonamassa's Gibson Custom Shop 355. I heard that a few months ago. As soon as I heard it, I'm on the phone to the great and glorious people at Anderton's in Surrey in the UK and saying, can you get me one please? Because they've sourced some limited editions for me before, so that I haven't missed out. Epiphone are legendary about the lack of information they provide about deliveries and availability. However, I put my deposit down with an expected delivery date sometime in March of this year, 2019. So imagine my surprise when I got an email a few days ago to say that it was in the warehouse in the UK, could I phone to organise delivery, etc. And I did that, and in fact UPS, God bless you, so much better than DHL, UPS delivered this in its double boxed safety wrapping 2 days later. Quite extraordinary. Fantastic service from everybody, thank you all very much. So let me start with some of the case candy, most important of which is this. The hand-signed certificate of authenticity. Always keep these with the guitar. Then there's the case. Even the case is special. And it's slightly lighter than another 335 case that I've got. Now if you look over to the guitar stand, you can actually see her, but you have to get up close to really appreciate just how glorious this guitar is. The finish is absolutely flawless. The frets are beautifully polished at the end. The binding is fantastic. Triple or even quadruple layer binding all the way around. The paint job is flawless. The neck joint is invisible. Yes, it's Chinese assembled, but this has got some serious quality control excellence to it. I didn't take the QR code off yet because they're a bastard to take off because you get all bits left over. But let me go sit down and I'll walk you through a little bit about what this beautiful instrument does and is. If you've got sharp eyes, you'll see I've changed the pedal on the floor. This is a Way Huge double land special. The clue is in the name. It's actually two overdrives in the same box that you can chain together or set separately for different guitars. Just because double sounds like Dumble, I'm not going to suggest that it does sound like that, but it does sound particularly good. Anyway, so I've set that up with two different tones. So, Pro Buckers, as in my Amos Flying V, also from the Bonamassa Epiphone series, glorious tone, obviously blinged up to hell, and you have to love this gold Bixby. I mean, just look at it. The pots are really high quality, nice bit of resistance when you turn, top hats with arrow indicators. I love the scratch plate and even the heavy duty scratch plate attachment, everything's gold plated. The tuners are wonderful. I can't tell you what the spec is, look it up on the Epiphone website. But I will tell you, they look wonderful, they're very stable, they're very smooth, and they're quite fast, very accurate. Synthetic bone nut makes a big difference to the tone. New bone, I think they call this. I would put this type of nut in any guitar over a plastic nut. If you've got one, go and buy a new bone nut and have a luthier just knock the old one out and put this in. It's a big difference. Tune-o-matic, but as I say, the Bixby, which I'm slightly terrified about from a string changing point of view. I better watch some YouTube videos of people who know how to do it. So the important thing is, how does she sound? Well, the answer is she sounds like this. So that's just the raw bridge pickup Beautiful clean tone, and listen to the sustain of this. Goes on and on and on and on. And the Bixby produces that lovely shimmer, much as I use on my Floyd Rose guitars. You're not going to dive bomb with this, you're not going to do crazy stunts, but it does add that little special shimmer to certain chords and notes. Anyway, and if you want to play jazz, I can't think of a better guitar to do it on. And if you want to do the Larry stuff, it has the perfect 355 sound. Unlike other 355s that first came out, which had the tone control selector, which messed up the acoustics inside the semi-acoustic body, took up too much space, added to the weight. This is still a pretty chunky guitar. You're going to know you've been wearing this if you're on stage for a while. But look at her, just look at her. There's almost nothing it won't do. I think the price to have it as well under €1,000 is unbelievable. I have no idea how they've done it. The craftsmanship in here is amongst the best I've ever seen coming out of China. Obviously the parts, the design are all Gibson Epiphone spec. You can tell the custom shop's been involved in this, in the evolution of this guitar. I'm very proud to have one. Again, I don't know how many are going to come across over into Europe, but if you can get your hands on one, if you like the 355 sound, the 335 sound, this guitar is one you should have in your collection. It's certainly one I intend to keep in mind for a very long time. I have another 335 copied by Epiphone. Different sound, different tone. I would A-B them, but it needs a little bit of work on the bridge pickup. But proof of how good a guitar is for me is if I pick it up and I play things that I've never played before. I think I've said this once before, that I know I've got something very special in my hands, and this is that special. Well, I got so carried away playing, I didn't realise I was running out of storage space, so this is supposed to be the tail end of that. Please like and share, comment, ask questions. I try and get back to people as quick as I can. Let's try and build this channel. The more support I get, the more videos I'm going to do. I have 17 guitars in my collection. I've done videos now for about 6 of them, so there's plenty more to do. If you're interested, let me know, as I'd love to make them for you. They're fun for me, and I hope you enjoy watching it. Till the next time, it's goodbye from the castle.